What's going on? I got the chat off. No more interruptions. I don't need anything to keep myself alive, because the music gets me through the night. Queen of Fire, Two of Cups. Confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. The song I was listening to, God, what was the name of it? I don't even know if I can check on it on my phone. I got a King of Fire and a Queen of Fire showing up with the Two of Cups. Boss. Death. Transformation. Love. Sail. Come sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away with me. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation. Taking a trip. Could be going on a trip. Ten of Cups showing up too. That's serious stuff. We've been doing some manifesting. You've been on the right track. Yeah. Trying to get on that. What is it? What are you trying to do? Huh? You trying to end something? Something you've been clinging to? You've been clinging? Released? End of a phase or situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move on. Let it go. Let it go. Awakening. Archangel Gabriel. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Be yourself. There's been heartache. What is that? Three of Swords. What's going on with that? Heartache. Challenges. I've got a stowaway or two here. Yeah. Major healing. Inner child's been showing up like crazy. And this new moon. So the Taurus moons are so strong for me. It's crazy. It's so crazy. You have a Taurus full moon around like the end of, in October. That's Scorpio season. And my moon is in Scorpio. It is so potent. It's crazy. Yeah, healing your inner child. If you were living in a state of but now we got non-duality. So this is going to be like, on the card it says, let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. So again, it's the dual. It's so funny that Two of Pentacles gets so much crap, but yeah, you're as within, so without, so outside, inside. I'm hearing inside, outside, leave me alone. That's the Who. Healing your inner child. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to the deepest needs and feelings. Can you do loving you, right? Loving yourself. Having to make a decision to move away from the conflict, the heartache, making that choice to heal. It's fun. This card has intuition. It's such beautiful, and in the heart is this eyeball, right? Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. Just being present. That's going to help you with your inner power. Be present. Just breathe. That was the song I heard today, and I can't remember her name. Oh, And maybe it'll come to me in a minute. I'm pretty good with names usually. I wish it was, I mean, any actor just about. It's so weird. My brain will look at that justice coming through with happiness. 3 of Cups celebration. Be present. It's going to help you tap into your inner power. Give the courage and the power to do what must be done. Give me the courage. Sorry. Allowing you to tap into that inner power when you can be inside and outside. When you can just be authentically you. But it's also, like I said, there's an element too of being present. Because as a child, right, you're just there in that moment. You don't have such an ego developed by that time. And that's what that's our blockages. There's a card in here that where ego is the devil in this particular deck. It's the devil because it blocks us. Pain, you know, that ego that has been built over time, right? I have invite help here. So the divine is asking you to pray. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God. Pursue me. That's all you got to do. It's just having that faith. It's going to allow the divine here to come in. Justice here. Justice coming in, which is, I mean, as far as card, I mean, that's one of the most angelic cards to me. And we have Archangel Raguel on this card. You know, for me, because it's air energy, I associate with like Archangel Michael, right? He's wielding the sword here. Wielding the sword. Fair and just decisions. And you know, with the temperance, when you're having that balance, justice is about the balance of scales. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. But it's also about, yeah, having that balance. But when you can, again, be authentically you, inside and out, and you can heal those parts of you. I mean, that is an excellent way to have that balance there. You're really going to be able to then, if something isn't for you, you'll be able to tell better when you take that time. Yeah, balance. Archangel Zadkiel. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. The need for balance. Justice at the bottom. Also, habits. What it is that you're feeding into. What are you feeding into? 8 of Fire. You could be dealing with a lot of communication coming at you. A lot of things coming at you. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. It's amazing when that's such a, like, this is like this big Ace of Wands there in the middle. And if you're this Queen or King of Wands, I have a Queen and a King of Wands here. You're both going through a major transformation here. Things could be happening fast for both of you because this is a massive change happening with this King of Wands here. So, and this could even be, right? I mean, you could be within the self, the masculine and the feminine within yourself, becoming aligned. Yeah, 10 of Cups. You know, you're like being in that manifestation mode, but you have to be open to, right? 8 of Swords. You have to get out of your head. Again, pay attention to what it is that you're feeding. Are you feeding your fears? Because that is also, once again, another fear is another emotion that's connected to the ego. It's connected again, and like I said, on that we have a devil card here that's like that's the ego. You can't, You can't be like stuck in your head and present at the same time. I mean, maybe a little bit, but you know, when you're focusing on that breathing and you're just here, all that noise. It was like I read The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, I guess. That saved my butt. There was a time when that saved my butt. The Magician. So that way you can manifest. What are you manifesting? You want that happiness. You have to dissect what that takes for you to get to that point. But you got the magic wand, right? You got this magic wand. What are you going to do with it? It says you're ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. You have everything you need. The divine is like, I can help you. I can help you. Page of Cups. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Wow. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be collective change. Collective change. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Well, we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. It's a new opportunity. It is. It is. It's like I said, this new moon. Oh my God. It's opening up, like clearing away. Like if you're feeling driven to like get in better shape or clean house, you know, or you know, you're dissecting what is it that's causing you to be off balance? What is it that's causing you to be out of balance? Look at that, 6 of Wands. Victory. When you dissect those things that may be interfering or the thought processes or what it is that you're feeding into, man, it's going to bring you victory here. You're going to be able to manifest, you know, and I think there's an element of being open also. Be open to the possibilities because I think the universe may have a surprise. Yeah, it does. It's the Tower. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles. Not expecting that. Woo! Oh, sorry. That's awesome. I can just feel like that. Like somebody here is like, whoa, yeah. You need, like, you're like ready for something good. I got that. Tell me something good. A significant life event. A powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Your angelic thing. What is going on with this? Something maybe you've been working out. Maybe there's been something that it's telling you not to give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage. Again, that courage. There are ways from Leo season, but oh, man. Anybody getting some sunshine? Is it warm? Is the sun out? Anybody get any communication from not you know, I mean, I guess it depends on how you get it, right? From this, I mean, you feel that warmth. Five of Swords. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motive. With this King of Pentacles energy. There's conflict here. Have you been dealing with conflict? I have some advice about this conflict. Something's hidden with the moon energy. Seeds well planted. So you're not seeing this. Something you're not seeing. What is not being seen? That there's good things coming. You're not seeing this. Seeds well planted. You have planted wisely. The things that if you've been striving through something, if you know, yeah, 3 of Pentacles, a Wheel of Fortune, if you felt drawn to something, You know, or maybe you were studying something. It's been, you don't realize this. Like, Queen of Pentacles showing up again. You feel driven. Five of Wands. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. There's been conflict. That's blocked. That's what's blocked you. But things are changing. The wheel. Archangel Michael's like, yeah, okay. This is enough. I've had it, you know. Look at him with his. Can you see this dude? Like, arms crossed. Like, no means no. My name is no. My name is no. You need to let it go. Something's changing. What was it? King of Pentacles with an Eight of Pentacles here. Judgment. Wow. It could be masculines doing well, or a good masculine coming in here. Let's see. We got Two of Pentacles. You may have a choice. A decision. Two of Pentacles. With the Three of Pentacles. It's looking good. Whatever investments you're making. You've got people wanting to collab, work with you. You got people wanting to work with you. Yeah. Two of Cups. Yeah. But again, you know, staying on course with this, being hopeful, being optimistic, having faith that the divine is going to change things. You got to have that faith. The wheel of destiny, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, right? I always say that because there's so many ways of thinking and being and doing. That Nine of Pentacles. I'm telling you, man. Success, happiness. If you dealt with this conflict, things are changing. But you also got to be willing to work on yourself too, and focus on yourself in order for this change to come in. I'm saying, like this, we got to heal our inner child here. Got to heal. This non-duality card has got somebody meditating on it, right? Being present. Be present. And then I got grounded here. You know, like they don't eat cow, right? Isn't cow sacred in India? Like, it's so sacred. They don't eat it. We eat it all the time. But grounded. Ground yourself. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Oh, there's a humbling. There's a humbling aspect to this. You keeping that faith. It's also like everybody's got a wounded inner child. It's I'm saying, like a humbling here. That comes with this grounding, which is so weird because it says grounding on that. So it's like, maybe you're spending more time with others, or you're feeling motivated to, because I see like birds hanging out with this cow. So it's like people coming together. There's a lot of butterflies too. A humbling aspect to that is you have, like, maybe you're having a birthday party, or, you know, just getting together more because it's summertime. Yeah. So, like, I really like that. It's like, it reminds me too once with Jesus, right? And you could just see through them, You could see that they were hurt. And the other day I heard something that said, you got to forgive yourself. You got to forgive everybody, or you can make yourself so sick. And that's what Jesus talked about. He said forgiveness. And he could see that most of the sicknesses was the fact that people were not forgiving each other, you know? Look at that block. I don't know how many times I've seen these two cards together and blocked. Expansiveness and grief. Oh, look at that. There's like a heart melting here. It's like the ice around the heart melting. The child, like, it's like embracing that childhood innocence. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. We have grief. Grief. It's allowing yourself to cry if you need to feel that, to grieve. Maybe that's one of the things that has blocked you in some way. Maybe you've pushed something away, or it's interesting. It says this because it's with expansiveness, which um it can block that expansiveness, right? Because you're feeding the ego, right? The ego feeds off this pain, right? So you have these things that happen and it makes it stronger. This identity, this pain body identity. But perhaps there's an element of, again, like with this grief card, it's a key. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Allowing yourself to grieve is going to help this expansiveness come in. If there's something you need to grieve, like somebody, like you, because I've been there, where you're in it, you love somebody and they don't, I've been there. I trust so many times, and sometimes you have to grieve that. Or somebody that you loved, that you looked up to, let you down, right? They let you down. You trusted that person, or and they ended up seeing you as a threat, or a problem, or and that's such a hard, it's so hard to try to find ways to cope with that when you have your mentors letting you down, right? Or people that you look up to, your like, as the grandparents, whatever, people that are really, because I had them all come for me, so I know, and people think, oh well, and it's almost like I trigger something, in these people, and they want to come, for whatever reason. I'm not miserable enough like they are, right? And the problem is, though, is something's going on with them. They're like, so, and rather than being a guide for me, or like, because I grew up with my great grandmother, and like, she took care of me and she guided me, and I was, she grew up cooking meals for everybody every single day. I grew up with that mentor, but then once she was gone, there was nobody to do that other than my mother, who worked. So that's my great grandmother we're talking about. So then when she passed, my grandparents were not like that. They were not in that way. And so, like, there's things that I've contemplated, that when my great grandfather, my dad's mother's dad, got back from World War II and they moved off the farm, that something happened. They valued the money, they valued appearances, and my grandmother grew up with that ideology, right? TV's coming out, right? 40s, 50s, TV's on, commercials are coming on, and this consumerism, right? We've got to put on this show, and my grandmother was suffered for it. You know, she had a younger brother, and he married, I guess into a good family or something along those lines. And so she had to witness, um, not being worthy, like they valued the money above this. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, they're saying, like, I've thought about, man, if I just been born, were wealthy, I wouldn't have been, people wouldn't have come for me, I guess. They would have kissed my butt. I'm assuming that's just the way it is. I mean, that's what I've seen, a lot of it. And I especially have dealt with it. Um, my mother had to deal with people calling all the time. She had a evil step. Well, mother. Well, no, because it's my grandma, my grandpa's wife. A lot of them remarried, and then they remarry these women who have unhealed trauma, and they don't they don't like they see us as a threat. And it's a very strange thing when you marry into a family and you see somebody as a threat, rather than you're marrying into this family and you're blessed to have grandchildren. But rather than me being seen as a blessing to my grandmothers in laws, I was seen as a threat. I'm like, I'm a child. I was a very nice child. I wasn't disobedient. I didn't like cause a whole bunch of chaos. Trust me, I have a 10-year-old right now, man. Let me tell you, was not like that, buddy. She is, but she has to find ways to be able to, she's got that power, right? She's full of, energy, and, she doesn't know how to deal with it. So, her finding ways to, she loves to play the drums, her finding her thing. So anyway, it's just sad when you've got these peers and these, people that you look up to, and they're your grandparents. It's very strange to go through that when you're like, what did I do wrong? Like, I wasn't a bad kid. I was, I rarely got spankings. I wasn't like causing a whole bunch of drama and stuff. So it was weird to have that happen to me in such an intense way. I mean, to have them come for me in such an intense way at such an early age. I think I was 15 or 16, and it was just like, whoa, look at that. This is happening for me, not to me. So being able to see, the blessing in that, these things teach you when you go through these painful events. They teach you things. It's tough, though, to see the gift in it. It's tough. It isn't easy, But then again, like you said, you've got that humbling, right? For you to understand that, you're not the only one that's gone through horrific things, everybody's got a wounded inner child. Everybody's got one. And to be able to see the gift that you were given through that pain, that lesson. Can you grasp it? Flow and go with it and heal. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Can you move into that state of just the flow? Not clinging. Let just flow. Don't cling. Allow the ice to melt. Self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me, from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. So, I almost want to read that like one more time. If you can truly understand what I'm saying here, and perhaps you have, and that is beautiful. And I hope you are sharing that with others. If you are truly in this, if you are able to, whatever it is you can teach, teach, whatever it is you study. It makes me so, when people just have this knowledge and they don't want to share it. They look down, like I've had people, I'm like, God, you know so much about this. Why don't you want to share it with others and teach others how to do this thing that you know about, or share that knowledge that can, oh, I'm really passionate about this thing. Oh, that's awesome. And why? So it's like, no, I've got to hold on to that once again, right? We've got that. I don't want to share that. I don't want to open up, instead of going with the flow and being present. And it's like, you're, look, awakening here. You're still like, and I've had people like want to like almost like try to steal, like I said, the happiness of others. But in the long run, that's only going to get you so happy. It's not going to last. It's like people trying to hurt innocent things. It's only going to, they think, oh yeah, this is what you're feeding these horrible energies. It's really sad. They have these an inner child within them that is very wounded, that was not loved. Their daddy didn't love them the right way. He didn't take the time. He didn't spend time with them. The mother, you know what I mean? Like, and especially when a son watches his father not be compassionate, right? Or toward others, right? And he sees, yeah, there's just a coldness. And I see the wounding, and it comes from me. Worth. Yeah. Somebody not feeling worthy, right? Because daddy didn't take the time. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, like my 10-year-old's dad, he didn't take the time. He didn't take the time. She's got a grandpa, she's got a stepdad, and I don't know why. It's a wounding. It's a wounding within the individual who wants to hold on to this pain, wants to hold on to resentment, wants to blame the other person, and wants to be like point fingers. It's like, this is the child that needs her daddy. It's not about pointing fingers. It's about, hey, this is a life. It's sad when that pain creates that discontent, because he didn't have a dad, right? So here I am once again. I'm gonna keep. This is I'm just how I am, because I try to understand why people are the way that they are. And so again, he didn't have a daddy. Um, his dad wasn't around, and I see these things happen, and then um, then he of course gets remarried and has kids, and then he's a daddy then, but the wounding is there. And so then, and then, like I said, worth. If someone doesn't take the time to, spend with you, I was saying, like, I mean, God, you can just relate it to any person that's trying to lash out and hurt others. It's something to do with the worth. They're not feeling worthy, and it creates a bitterness. And it can be mother or father that's done it. Because, like I say, like, if you relate to my step grandmothers, as mother-in-laws, whatever, um, they dealt with very cold. Like, her mother was super cold. My grandmother, she dealt with that too. She struggled with drinking for 60 years. Alcoholism, because her mother didn't take the time. Her dad was okay, but it was like I said, her mother, she put in this, she put this worth, this money, this false stuff above this. And it's crazy. Like, because her sister, I'm talking about my great grandmother here, my dad's mom's mom, she put that above. And like her sister, she stayed on the farm. She stayed on the farm. She grew her plants, and her health was so much better than my great grandmother's health. She had a huge, like, her neck, like, because she just sat in her chair all day long. She left the farm and she went and sat on her butt and watched TV. And that's what she did. And then she, like, was just bitter. I remember things like that. And she didn't spend time with me. It's a different thing. Whereas my other great grandmother, the one that did raise me, she kept farming. She kept cooking her food, and she kept praying. I'd come in, she'd be singing gospel music, you know, and she connected to the earth. She was connecting to God, and she didn't allow the things, because she had a tough marriage, man. She didn't have an easy. I think he even cheated on her. She had a disabled son that she raised for 40 years. She had to change his diapers. She went to school. She didn't get her nursing degree till she was 40 years old. She worked night shift and took care of him during the day. 40 years. My great grandmother did this. And it didn't allow it to make it bitter, the things that she went through. You know, she kept God. She kept love in her heart. God is love. We have to remember that forgiveness, not cling to that, because that's what's going to make you bitter. So seek it out. Where do you need to heal? What is it that could be making you bitter in this time? Because if you're not feeling worthy, you need to seek it out, because you may have an inner child wounding here, and this little child that needs to heal within you. You know, I tried to keep mine alive. I love to dance. I loved to dance. I guess it was just being present, right? Being in the moment. You know, sometimes whenever you're in that moment, you're listening to that music, you get those vibes. Yeah, I love that so much. Always have. I wanted to be a dancer, but, you know, life happens. That's the thing. And, you know, paying attention, because one bad boyfriend, man, can throw you so off, man. 20 years later, you're like, oh my God. And you're still trying. And that's what I'm hoping to teach my girls, is like, yo, and that's what, you know, sometimes it may be hard. Maybe, you know, you see the children of these people that maybe hurt you, for example, right? And you want to be there. These people, and it's like, when you can arm yourself with the sword of truth and your shield here, and what is that? What is the truth, right? And God, you know, you talk about Jesus's love, right? And how he used the parables to help people to see clearly that humbling, right? That what was important was loving each other. That's that. Because when you forgive and you love each other, you're not holding on to that bad. It's like a bad feeling, right? You're holding on to that. It's sad when people don't love us. It's sad, but it's just part of the journey, unfortunately, and the best thing you can do is, again, you pray for them, and, you hope that they're able to heal when you can see that that they're wounded just as, I mean, some people, I mean, they'd have to be, right, to do some of the things that people do. They'd have to be wounded. Once again, there's something happened as a child, possibly. Oh. Anyway, my ramblings. Let's take a look at goddesses. We got Rhiannon at the bottom, sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. It's embracing that magic, right? That magician energy. You have all the elements you need. The universe is here for you. The lesson was, how can you see the lesson that it happened for you, not to you? How can you do that? Because if it's blocking your ability to see your worth, and you take a look at it, you don't, Well, we're only here for so long. It's only so long. Gosh, I'm already 37 years old, and how many of us still feel like we're still that kid? And that's such a great way to be, to tap into that. Here, these are in reverse. Sensitivity, White Tara. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. That's the second time I'm seeing this about sensitivity. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. You need to watch what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, what you're putting on your body. Gosh, it's like I was looking at the dang shampoo and it's like, oh, yeah. But it's spreading. It's like, gosh, you can go just about anywhere now and get, organic stuff. The organic way is like that information is so broad now. So, if you're not happy with your eating, it's so easy now, which is that's what's so great. I mean, that's like the best thing I would say about the technology, about the internet and stuff for me has been the ability for, you know, knowledge of, again, good eating, good habits, like exercising is able to spread. We're able to get that knowledge now a lot easier. you know, there are some sad things. A lot of us feel, we're not together like we were. And there's that pull there to want to connect with others. There's a pull. As part of this awakening, I see that cow twice. Oh, my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. It's a big awakening. But you need to once again, be careful with what it is that you are watching or observing, or again, an occasional treat is fine. Nobody says you can't have, I love sweets, but maybe, you know, uh, trying to maybe work on making something, cooking something if possible, right? Maybe trying to grow a plant, I don't know if, plant some seeds. You can do it in a little pot, you know, something that makes you feel proud of yourself for. When you're that child, you just want to make everybody so proud, right? When you want to do good. It's like, but being proud of yourself for, it's like that kind of going on. Justice, fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. We have Matt showing up. Finding the balance. If you're not careful and you expose yourself to, a harsh relationship, certain things, certain people, you'll find that you may go off balance. And then you might end up, going down a path you don't want to go down on. So it's like trying to stay grounded in that moment. It's just so easy to get off balance, isn't it, these days? Everything is just out to, yeah. So whenever you can recognize with each time that you find yourself confronted with this, and of course, it's not making you feel guilty either. It's okay if you, again, like I keep hearing like somebody not wanting to not eat their sweets, and it's like, no, you can have your sweets, it's fine, but it's recognizing, other things, and it's in moderation. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? It's just being aware. Like I was, I'm like I said, I eat junk food. I'm not saying not to do that. But like popcorn, for example, like there's like this one particular thing in this, like Cheetos popcorn, for example, is what I'm saying. It's like, it's crazy to see it and it's like glowing and you're like, oh my God, what is in this? It's cool. It's being, you may have those thoughts of, man, we should really do something about this. Why is it this is okay, right? This shouldn't be okay. You shouldn't be allowed to feed kids this thing, right? So you're having thoughts like, but it's also, okay, well, I don't need to eat that because it's got this stuff in it. So it's all these different aspects here of awareness, of thinking about, not eating the Cheetos popcorn. And again, you're going to have more people talking about it too. Because like I said, it's like, this is an awareness happening. People are talking about eating better. People are, getting in the habit because the knowledge is so readily, available. So, but it's still this need, which is so cool. There's still this need. So even though there's so much out there, there's still a need for people to cook healthy recipes and exercise and, again, just hopefully, like with me, how I trying to, I don't know, talk a little bit. It's good for me too, uplift, uplifting others maybe. I have prosperity here. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Look at that thing. See that? The blessings wanting to come in. The blessings wanting to bless you. The abundance. Quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Look, she's like, shh. Be present. Take that time. Seems like I may be advised to hang it up soon here. It's time for rest. I'm enjoying a rest day today. And transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Going through that transformation, healing, meditating. Take time to just do you, whatever it is in that moment. But be careful again with with these harsh environments. White Tara, be careful of that. Because if you're going through again, a child is sensitive, right? Sensitive to harsh relationships, right? So it's like, and not saying you're a kid, but you know what I mean. Allowing yourself to heal. The phone's dying, so. And the family's home. And I'm going to end with this one here. Sedna, infinite supply. You're supplied for today and all your tomorrows. Take that rest. Look at her. She's at peace. Just be present. It's beautiful. I hope some messages helped today. Yeah, I'm receiving again with this universe wanting to bless you. Look at that. There's a bird. Oh, no, that's a whale in that card. But there's a lot of butterflies here. Setting it free, too. It's almost like he's setting it free. Allowing the sun to come in. The divine to come in for you. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Trust the plan. You were always taken care of. You were always loved. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. That's what I have. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.